Hello, grade 5 students. Good morning. Mr. Waterman here with today's mathematics lesson. And we are back online again. Okay, well, this is not ideal for any of us, but let's make the best of it. So last week we talked about perimeter, okay? Today we are going to talk about the area. So I'm just going to go through the information in our textbook on page 428. I will also have a PDF file of this page for your reference later on. Okay? Area of a parallelogram. Okay? In case you're unsure about what a parallelogram is, this is the shape of a parallelogram. Okay? More on that later. Our objective, we're going to use a formula for the area of parallelograms, okay? You can listen very carefully and read along if you'd like. Learn about it. A hallway is 9 feet by 5 feet. How much carpeting do you need to cover the floor in the hallway completely? To solve the problem, you need to find the area of the hallway. A square unit is a square with sides 1 unit long. You can measure area by finding the number of square units that cover a surface with no overlap. Okay, if you look at this shape over here, so each square gives us a square unit. So looking at this rectangle, we have 9 feet by 5 feet. So you can even count the squares. 1 unit square, 2 unit squares, 3 unit squares, 4 unit squares, 5 unit squares, 6 unit squares, 7 unit squares, 8 unit squares, 9 unit squares. Okay? 9 feet. 1 unit square, 2 unit squares, 3 unit squares, 4 unit squares, 5 unit squares, 5 feet. Okay? To find the area of a rectangle, you can count square units, or you can simply multiply its length by its width. Okay? So for a rectangle, the area equals L times W, length times width. Area equals 9 times 5. The area equals 45 feet squared. Now this part is very important. Please listen. Remember, area is expressed in square units. For example, if the length and width are measured in feet, the area will be in square feet, or as it's written here, feet squared. Okay? So back to our question, our solution, the answer, you need 45 square feet of carpeting. Okay? Now let's look down here. Since the length and width of a square are the same, you can write the formula for area of a square as A. Area equals S times S, or the area equals S squared. Okay? Look at this example here. So we have a square. It's 3 meters by 3 meters. Area equals S squared. Area equals 3 squared. So when we see that, we know to multiply the number by itself that many times. So that's going to be 3 times 3. Area equals 9. The area is 9 square meters, or 9 meters square. Okay, so you can write the answer in 2 ways. All right. So now I'm going to go over to page number 429. And we're going to go right here to where it says, you can use a formula to find the area of any parallelogram. Okay? Using the formula for area of a parallelogram. Area equals BH. Okay? So this looks a little different now, but I will explain to you. It's quite simple. Okay? I'm going to move this away, and I'm going to bring my notebook here, and I'm going to write my title. This is area of a parallelogram. Okay? So I'm going to bring my textbook back. So now we have seen this formula. A equals BH. I'm going to explain what that means. Area equals base times height. Okay? Area equals base times height. So now, it's not very different than what we've done before. Okay? This is our parallelogram. Here's the shape. Okay? Now, our base is the same as the width. Okay? That's our base. Our height is the same as the length. Okay? Area equals base times height. Area equals 6.2 centimeters times 3 centimeters. The area equals 18.6 centimeters square. And that's all we do. Okay? We have another example here. Area equals base times height. Area equals 7 inches, that's our base, times 5½ inches. That's our height. Area equals 38½ inches squared. Okay? And then you have a few examples here to practice. I'm going to go directly to your homework book, which by now I'm sure everyone has, right? This is your homework book. I'm going to open up to my table of contents first, and I'm going to put a check next to area of a parallelogram. Okay, I'll check all of those. Area of a parallelogram is on page 108. And here's your homework, page 108. Area of a parallelogram. So please remember, these are the formulas for area. For the area of a rectangle, area equals length times width. For the area of a parallelogram, area equals base times height. Okay? So I'm going to write that as a memo here, and you can write it down so you remember. Area equals length times width. Okay? And area equals base times height. There. All right. So your homework is fairly simple. You have 7 questions. And remember, it's very important for you to show your work, please, for each one. I'm going to do one example for you. The directions say, find the area of each figure. Let's look at number 1. This is my parallelogram. Area equals BH, base times height. Area equals 12 times 5. Area equals 60 meters squared. There you go. And that's it for today. That's your lesson. Now, I realize that all of you have your practice books in your classrooms. That's fine. You have your homework books with you at home. I'm really glad that I gave everyone back their homework books on Friday. Had no idea that this was going to happen. I'm not sure how long we are back online for, but please remember, if you have any questions, you can email me. Stay safe and well, everyone, and I hope that we are back in school soon, because I've only had 2 weeks to teach you in person, right? Okay, take care, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.